Hello. Oh hey, it looks like today you guys get to see what I look at when I'm trying to balance the audio. Oh hey Hughes. Oh pal. Yeah, pal. There you are, buddy. Yeah. Thanks, Becky. That's weird. Oh, that's fine. Hey Becky, could you bring me my red jacket? Kazuki, you figured out how to get in here? Any turbo who can currently see the stream but doesn't know how to get into the chat, if you don't know about the turbo toot, I guess I'm just going to have to be constantly telling everybody about this. You got to join the turbo toot, bit.ly/ all caps turbo, capital T, OOT. All caps turbo, then a capital T, OOT. bit.ly/
I can put it in.
Becky will put it in. It is really easy if you know the steps, but I can see how it'll be confusing for people who come back and they haven't been here for a while, and they're like, wait a minute, I used to just be able to show up and jump into this show. All right, boo. You guys are in for a treat. I came up with a pretty fun deck, and I'm really excited to show it. Guess I have to just let's see here. Connector, okay. I guess I haven't tested this yet, actually. Analog. Let me get some. It didn't. Can you guys hear music? Alright, I just have to figure out this quick. Oh, I pressed the Netflix button. Okay. So that's piping. That was probably pretty loud, I guess. Let me see here. Alright, so you guys should be able to hear me talking over this pretty loud stuff. I'm pretty sure Hearthstone's not that loud. Hey, Ruds. Yeah, I have a lot of emails. All right, guys. Better just connect to a different. we go. I'll just make sure that Hearthstone's not too loud first here.
Pull up a chair by the hearth.
How did that sound for everybody's audio of when the guy came in there? Was that acceptable volume? Not too loud? All right, here we go then. Hey, actually, just a question. Is it anybody who uses... All right, doesn't matter. Here we go. Hey buddies, welcome to a Hearthstone show. I'm not talking like a host buddy, I'm just hanging out with you. Let's see if we can keep Ruds around. Probably not, he hates my host voice. Welcome to the show, everybody. Today is another Hearthstone show. I've been tinkering, I've been tweaking, as you can tell from the gold total down there. I've been playing off show, doing my daily challenges to make sure that I get the gold every day without filling up my challenges, and so I don't get that money. That's sweet, sweet gold. Today, I want to introduce to you a deck I've been working on. On the last episodes, you saw that I kept on tinkering with that pirate deck, and it wasn't really working out. And I can tell you that it pretty much never works very well. It's not a winning deck. I made a couple winning decks. I got up to level 13 on the ladder, which I know isn't super high, but I was able to do that with this free account that I'm playing on. Keep that in mind, this is an account that has only opened a total of about 30 packs, and they were all earned for free. I dissolved some of my legendaries to craft some cards. Let me just show you the deck. Alright, so I'm going to go into my collection here. I call this deck Too Many Pirates. Here's what it's supposed to do. As you can see here, so it's called Too Many Pirates, TWO. But as you can see, there are only 2 TWO pirates in the whole deck. South Sea Captain, and only 1 copy of him, and Captain Hooktusk, and only 1 copy of her. The entire crux of the game, the entire fun of this comes from getting an opening hand that hopefully has Togwaggle's scheme in it. This, every turn that you have this in your hand, it upgrades itself. So on the first turn it's in your hand, it says, choose a minion, shuffle 1 copy of it into your deck. The next turn it'll be 2 copies, the next turn it'll be 3. So you're hoping that on the opening turn you're gonna have this in your hand. If you don't, it's gonna be difficult to make this fun, but you can still get lucky. Maybe you'll pick it up on the 2nd or 3rd turn and it'll still be okay. You wanna just try to stay alive, keep the board clogged up with lots of lackeys. I use Evil Cable Rat here for lackeys, Evil Miscreant. You toss down some other guys. We've also got Lab Recruiter in here who can also copy minions. And the entire point of it is we want to cast... I might get rid of Cult Master. He's just there for card draw, and I don't know that it's needed. Anyways, it needs some tweaking. But, okay, so the point is you want to get, what's his name here? South Sea Captain out on the board, and then play Togwaggle's scheme on him to copy as many copies of him as you can into your deck. There's 2 Togwaggle's scheme in the deck, so maybe you'll be able to get tons. You can also use the Lab Recruiter to do that. And then, once there's tons of him in your deck, well then you're just going to be starting to draw captains, and what's cool about them, South Sea Captain, is that he gives all pirates, himself included, if there's 2 of him on the board, +1/+1. So you put out a whole bunch of these guys, but the real fun really begins when you play Captain Hooktusk, who summons 3 pirates from your deck, and they have rush. Not charge, unfortunately, but they have rush. So she summons three. So this captain, hooked us, comes out with 3 other captains, and they litter the board. And I've had a game where I then played Togwaggle's Scheme on her, and she went into the deck about 7 times. And then I played another one of her, and she summoned a bunch of herself. And then I used Shadow Step here, which returns a friendly minion to your hand. It now costs 2 less. And then I play her again, and she summons 3 more of herself. And so there's this like delicious repetition of all the voice lines, and it's stupid and it's fun. I'm gonna just take out Cult Master here. I have card draw in here just to get through the deck. Like I've got Loot Hoarder, and I've got the little Novice Engineer just to get to the cards we want. Put in another Backstab. We have Sap. Sap is in there just to slow down our opponent. Returns enemy minion back to their hand. And I've had a couple wins, lots of losses, but the whole point of this deck is to, you know, let's see what we can. Let's just try to have some fun. I think that there's things I could do to tweak this to make it better. I'm just not sure. I have Serrated Tooth in there because I'd like to see if I can make it. See, when you are finished using this weapon, when you use it the 3rd time, it's destroyed, but its Death Rattle gives your minions rush. And so I thought that maybe that could help somehow. I don't think it can. I think I should replace that card. Anyways, let's just show you a game though. Maybe some people will come in here and give me some opinions. The reason there's only 2, like why not put more pirates in, you know, just for fun? There's a reason for that, and that's because I want to make sure that it's critical that I get the captains for this to go on theme, first of all, and also for, I think, the deck to work in general. It needs to have the captains, are the main ones. And also I have in here Raiding Party, so that you don't have to worry about having either one of the captains in your opening hand, so long as because there's a chance of drawing Raiding Party. So every turn in a 30-card deck, you're gonna have because there's 2 Raiding Parties, the 2 captains, you're gonna have about a 1 in 7 chance. And over 7 turns, I think you can't play Captain Tusk Cooks till turn 8. So I think over time, the odds are with you that you're going to get the captains, which is what you need to make this occur. And oh yeah, so if you're wondering why not toss in more pirates, is because that card draws 2 pirates from your deck, and I want those 2 cards to be the 2 captains. I don't want any other pirate. If I put more pirates in, it might make it so that doesn't happen.
For Doomhammer.
Watch your.
Plus, I think there's something funny about it only being pirates. Only captains. No other pirates allowed. Ziliax is just in there because it's just an insanely strong card. It can help me get some life back because I do lose quite a bit of life, usually at the very beginning. I'm just going to mulligan everything. All I want is Togwaggle's Scheme. It is critical to have a super upgraded Togwaggle's Scheme for this to be silly. Come on, Togwaggles. I didn't get it. That's like a 1 in 8. I had like basically a 1 in 3 chance of having it on my opening hand, and I didn't. I now have... There he is. All right, so he's going to be 1 less effectiveness, I think. Actually, I don't think it's true. I think he upgrades at the end of my turn, so I think this is actually fine. All right. So now I'm just going to play as normal, just try to survive. I might be a bit loud. Is that a bit loud for you guys? It's a little bit loud for me.
From nothing, power.
As long as you can hear me and a tiny bit loud, well, I'll have to turn it, I'll switch the audio on the next. All right. Well, if it's loud, it'll make it extra funny if the pirates occur the way that we want them to occur. All right. I guess I don't want to take too much damage, so I'm just going to keep on summoning lackeys to deal with the minions for me. We've already got a Shadow Step in our hand, which is also very good to. The Shadow Step's a pretty key card if we want to bring the captain back into our hand and make it get really ridiculous with her coming back over and over summoning herself. I like minions or lackeys because they really clog up the board and they really delay the game. Okay. I guess we've got shivs in here that just draw cards. We just want lots of card draws so that we'll get to our raiding party, which will get us our captains by turn 8. We got 8 turns basically to both delay and to get what we want out of the deck. So we got time. We just gotta hope that things don't get out of control. So being up here on 15, I can't drop any lower since I made it above 15. So I'm dealing with decks that are slightly better than you guys saw in the last show. Still net decks, lots of them. We got Walk the Plank just to deal with really troublesome minions, but I find Sap to be just as effective most of the time, sending it back to their hand. Because most of the troublesome minions in this meta are the ones that are upgraded, like with enchantments and stuff. I guess I should just clear the board.
Here we go.
Get these guys out of here. The good thing is about this deck, nobody knows this deck. This is my own creation. So everybody who's playing the meta is looking at this deck thinking that they have to use all the removal to make sure that they keep the board clear. They'll delay the game themselves because they think I'm playing a minion deck that they have to be careful about. Most people will play conservatively. It looks like this guy's gonna have a minion deck himself or a token deck. Alright, we have some more card draw here. There's another Togwaggles. Alright, good to have. Here's another card draw. There's another Lab Recruiter. Okay, we really need a pirate, and we still don't have a raiding party? Come on. We need one of the pirates or a raiding party. Any will do. Preferably a raiding party so that we get both pirates. Let's discover a spell. Well, there's... Okay. Wow, Daring Escape. That could be interesting. Not really. No, that wouldn't be good, actually, for this. Unstable Element. That sure is a... Well, that could be good because if I use that very late game... Okay, I'm thinking I use that late game, then use Togwaggles, if it comes to that. Because Togwaggle will put guys back in, and it will ensure that everything I draw from that point forward will be a pirate. So that could be good. If I have a... Yeah, that's going to be... I'm just taking that in case we get to really late game. That could be a lot of fun. We're only here to have fun and annoy our opponent. Alright, there's our captain. So, I don't need to put him out there and Togwaggle yet. If I have some other options, I'd rather use them. But it looks like I don't, because I want it... At this point, I'm out of lackeys. I need to put something out there, or this game's going to get out of my control and I won't even get to do the fun things by the time... Alright, so we're going to toss out South Sea Captain. And we're going to put 3 copies of him into our deck with this guy. And then we're going to use Togwaggle's Scheme to put 6 copies of him in. And then, I guess he's gonna get a free card, so I'm just gonna attack his face. So, the bad thing is we didn't get our, preferably before you start putting cards into the deck, you've used Raiding Party in order to get in order to get the captain out, the big captain Hooktusk, because now she's diluted by a whole bunch of the other captains. So what you're going to see is just one of the ways this game plays out. We're not going to be using her as much as we are just going to... We might get lucky and draw her soon, but I don't think... We'll see. Technically, that's not... I should have waited a couple more turns just to see if I could like get Raiding Party and get her first before we dilute the whole deck. Okay, that guy's got Wind Fury and... That's okay. I think I'll be able to kill him. Yeah, he's not going to be able to... Yeah, that's okay. Alright. Oh, there we got lucky, guys. We got really lucky. Okay, we drew her, so things are going to be fun. Alright, first we have to just handle this turn. So let's do this. Alright, and then we'll do Fan of Blades. Wipe those guys off. And then we'll use Shiv on that fucker right there. Oh, this is good. This is good. Alright, and he's still gonna get a free card, unfortunately. Oh, I think this is gonna play very well. You guys are gonna see some good stuff. I think this is about the, like, exactly what I want. Alright, so Captain Hooktusk, not on, but I'm not gonna do her on turn 8. Oh, he just brought me a pirate. I'm not going to do her on turn 8 because I want to... Oh, yes, I can because I have Shadow Step, so I can bring her back. Yes, I can do her next turn because I'm going to bring her back in my hand with Shadow Step. If I didn't have Shadow Step, I would wait till turn 9 so I can play Togwalgle's Scheme on her. But because I'm not doing that, I can just play her next turn and bring her back in my hand. So here we go. There's the Raiding Party that we no longer need, but here we go. And they're all 5/5s, and she's a 9/6 because of all of them on the board. Unfortunately, she doesn't have Rush. They do. She doesn't. It would be amazing if she did. All right, and so you're gonna hear a lot of this.
Scurvy dog.
And I can only imagine how annoying this is for the opponent. Well, that guy's not a pirate. I should actually kill him. Yeah, he's gonna get in the way. So I can't attack the face because it's Rush, not Charge. Shadow Step costs nothing, so I'm just gonna grab her, put her back in my hand, and she'll call 3 more next turn. I'll keep the weapon in my hand just in case I need that. And next turn, I'll shuffle 5 copies of her into the deck. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's okay. 2 to 3 damage to all my guys. That's alright, she'll only kill 2 guys. I keep 2 of my captains. Oh, she gets to cast it twice, because that's the ability of this guy. That's alright, we've got 3 more captains on the way. Here we go. And I guess we'll toss out Togwalgle's Scheme on her. So now it's 5 copies of her in there. And we have Raiding Party now to draw more pirates, now that our tricks are done. Then we can attack the face because we have an extra 2 mana. Now it gets really fun when she starts summoning herself. There's 19 cards in my deck. I have this card that will draw the rest of my deck in case it comes to that. 8 damage to all minions. He's had that in his hand since turn 1, it looks like, or turn 2. That's too bad. See, this is the sad part about fun decks. The fun is often quickly ruined by good decks, which I'll be facing a lot of. But I think part of what makes this so much fun is defeating good decks with a silly, crazy deck. So there is going to be a lot of heartache. There's going to be a lot of times where we don't defeat the decks. But we're going to have a lot of fun along the way, and we're going to make a lot of new friends.
Past the Pirate's Cove.
Here we go.
Job done.
If only those pirates were full. Yeah, we can do this. So we've got Captain, so she's gonna summon some of her. If you guys have any suggestions, any of you Hearthstone players have any suggestions to make this even more ridiculous, like, there's no more. I know that there's a weapon that. This guy just has the longest fucking voice line. What is this guy? Battlecry. Add a 5/5 horror to your hand. Teach it 2 shaman spells. There is a weapon that once it is done being used, it's a 4 attack, 1 or 2 health weapon, and when it's destroyed, it returns something to your hand, which I can imagine being used on. Oh, here we go. We'll fold more of her into the deck. Here we go. We got 4 of her. All right, I would like a little bit, I think more of her. Yes, I think more of her. So I'm gonna put 3 more of her into the deck.
And you.
And I guess we'll sacrifice 1 of her to get rid of that card. And I'm gonna make some room
If you're sure.
on the table by killing my minion. I know I could use my knife, but I need some room
Dog.
for more pirates on this table. So I know what you're thinking. Is there a cannon barrage in here? There is, but I have yet to get it to use it with more than like 2 pirates on the board, because people just wipe the board so much. I think one card that I don't have that's pretty hard to craft because it's an epic that would make this better is preparation, like 2 preparation. That way I could use things like, raiding party. I could cast that for less. I could cast barrage on the same turn as putting her out. I think. Wait a minute. No, I wouldn't be able to do that because she costs 8. I'd be able to do it if I used Shadow Step on her, brought her back into my hand, and she costs 6. Then I'd be able to use preparation in order to cast her and then barrage on the same turn. That's a pretty far scenario. What the? Oh, he's one of the only not pirates in the deck. Well, that's okay. It means that everything is gonna. He's gonna resummon that minion. Resummon. Oh no! What are you? Is he mad? He just wasted a card. Okay. Well, he's gonna be. I guess. All right. This is. I can't even play pirates this time. I can't do it. I have too many pirates. There's too many captains. There are too many captains.
So many options.
I could play one, and he'll upgrade them all. Wait a minute, let me just... So I put that poison guy in there just for the ability to do this sometimes, get guys out of the way. But he was able to do that, but now I can do this. And this. And attack for... That was too many captains. That was too many captains for him. So that was pretty much the best opening game I could show you guys, because it doesn't always go that well. There's going to be a lot of frustrating matches where we just don't get what we need, but that worked. I am glad he let it play out a little bit. He was clearly angry 2 turns ago when he wasted his bloodlust for no reason, so I'm surprised he let it go that far. That's the sad thing about fun decks, is that you're going to get a lot of people just conceding before it gets really fun. So, yeah, I guess the main thing I want to talk about is just, I think there's ways to make this just a bit better, and I don't know if there's cards I can craft, because I'm not familiar with all the cards these days, but I think that maybe the Serrated, I don't think Serrated Tooth is good enough to be in here. Let me see what happens when I say complete my deck. What does the computer put in? They think Hench Clan Hogsteed. That's stupid. Alright, do it again. No, I'm not putting him in. Alright. Anybody have any suggestions with this? Let me, like, I'm gonna type in return and see. Okay, return all friendly minions to your hand. That's cool that it brings her back, but it brings all my minions back, and that's not good. Return a minion to its owner's hand from Kidnapper, but he's expensive. Youthful Brewmaster brings her back. He's easy to craft. I could see maybe putting him in, because I've already got 2 Shadow Steps, and he also synergizes well with the Plaguebringer and obviously my Cable Rats and my Miscreants. They're only just for... No, don't finish the deck. I don't have any dust to craft. I'm just thinking of ideas right now, but I guess for now I'm just gonna toss in. It's so counterintuitive that you're not allowed to toss in more pirates. I can't even put in a second South Sea Captain, because if I did, it means when I use my raiding party, it might get me 2 South Sea Captains instead of a South Sea Captain and a Hook Tusk, Captain Hook Tusk, and I want the both of them, so I can only put 1 of each. I think I should just focus on cards that shut down the decks that give me trouble, and what decks give me trouble? I guess removal is just maybe the best idea, is just tossing in more removal. I haven't done the current brawl, and I'll probably just do that today. I'll try to get that out of the way today. Maybe another Plaguebringer? He adds a body to the board, and he also just gives me a chance to use my minions, my lackeys, to kill more guys who are scary. I'll put another Plaguebringer in there. I don't want to just put another Walk the Plank, because Walk the Plank is pretty much the same cost, and it doesn't give you a guy on the board. Alright, let's give this another shot. I mean, what are we doing? I already demonstrated for you the best case scenario, so maybe I'll just play another one just to show you how sometimes it doesn't go well. We'll see.
Valera versus Valera.
We were against a shaman last turn. We're against another rogue this turn, so...
I always do.
It's weird how those two interact with each other. Mulligan everything if it's not a Togwaggle Scheme. That's all we want for the opening is Togwaggle Scheme. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Well, we got a raiding party, so at least we know the captains are on the way, but... hoping... I think it's still doable if you can get Togwaggle Scheme in the first... It's not, like, I mean, Togwaggle Scheme or the lab guys, the guys that replicate, 3 copies. 3 copies isn't horrible. We'll see. But it would be most preferable in the first 3 turns to get a Togwaggle Scheme, because remember, the earlier you get it, the better it is for upgrading. Ah, shoot. Let's see what kind of card, but that's why we put in all this card draw, right? Next turn I'll do Shiv and Novice Engineer.
Here we go.
I was very particular to make sure I put, because I know this game, this deck is so particular and dependent upon the right cards, so I put in lots of card draw. Oh, that's annoying. I almost had that guy dead. He's having a damn good rollout too, so I don't know that this is going anywhere.
I hope you like my invention.
There's one of our... We don't need him. We need a Togwaggle Scheme or the guys that replicate. Ah, this is one of the frustrating ones. Sometimes it's like...
Here we go.
Like everything you don't need, it draws itself. Sometimes the deck draws itself backwards. We'll see if we can salvage it. That is like it. I am interested to know how resilient this deck can be. Is it always just a write-off if we don't get Togwaggles right away? Oy. Okay, all right, we have that. That's to copy. We'll get 3 copies. And we can get the Captain Hook Tusk. We don't even have, man, this is... This is pretty bad. It's a pretty bad glass cannon. It's pretty terrible, but,
Me have master plan. You no stop me.
Oh, this is bad. This isn't good at all.
Trust the pirate's code.
Oh, up to no good.
At least we have Shadow Step, but it doesn't matter because there's not enough copies. Maybe he'll get afraid of the captain and he'll kill it. Maybe that'll buy me a turn or 2 so I don't die soon. Okay, it is buying some time. He seems concerned about my guys being on the board. That's the good thing about this deck. Don't worry about losing your guys because they really don't matter. You can let them all die. It doesn't matter. Totally has nothing to do with this deck. The dudes on the board are just a distraction.
This be our neck of the woods.
I don't think...
Oh, up to no good.
Okay, I'm just gonna try to be able to draw her just for fun, but I don't think this is gonna... Alright, so if I cast this turn, I got her. She's the only other pirate in the deck. Wait a minute. Yeah, I didn't even get to cast... Alright, no, that's it.
I give up.
Why didn't I cast the lab guy on the... I got frustrated. That's why I didn't even cast the replication on the Associate Captain. That was interesting to see. That was pretty much the worst case scenario. So we just watched the 2 polar opposites. There's a lot of middle ground ones where you still get something to happen. I've had some close games with it.
Valera
So you saw the
versus
best case,
Lunara.
you saw the worst case.
The forest
Maybe we'll get a
fights
medium
back. Watch
this time.
your back.
No Togwaggles, but we got some card draw, but we're still mulliganing all of it. I actually like being the guy who gets to go second because that gives me 4 extra cards to see that could be Togwaggles instead of 3. Togwaggle, shit. So what are the odds on that? There's 30 cards in the deck, 2 Togwaggle schemes, so that means 4 cards drawn, a total of 8 if it's not your turn. That's 1 in 4, so it's a 1 in 15 chance 8 times. So it feels like a 50-50 chance kind of probability. A 50-50 probability of getting Togwaggles. I'll take those odds. I'm happy with that.
Here we go.
And then, you know, after that, you don't need it right away. It's preferable to have it in your opening hand, but you don't need it right away.
What shall we hunt? Mind if I roll knee?
Here we go.
We got full-blown token druid going here. I prefer facing a Murloc deck because my fan of knives is better. I'm wondering about maybe putting in the Kobold Wizard guy who gives +1 spell damage to this deck, just so my fan of knives can take care of tokens like treants. I wonder if that'd be a good idea. instead of the other Plaguebringer. It would have really helped me right now.
So many options.
And sorry, what do you get? What's the verdict on the Hearthstone sounds? Should I turn it down further, or is it okay?
Free of that blasted
What the? Why did he cast that now? Because he really doesn't. He thinks I can't take care of it. Well, he's right. Shit. Well, I can do that to buy some time.
Here we go.
I have walked the plank in here. But it's not in hand. I guess next turn it
Free of that blasted tower.
This be our neck of the woods.
It might be time next turn to play Raiding Party.
Behold.
Got 2 Raiding Parties to play. Here we go, fuck it. Well, there's my guys.
Here we
Next
go.
turn I'll play Associate Captain and 2 of the lab recruiters. 5. No, I don't have enough mana for that. I can only do once. That sucks. Uh-oh. Was that a spell? Does he get 2 extra of those at the end of turn?
Behold.
Yeah, alright, let's just call it, guys.
I give up.
That was a bad one. My goal today actually is just to have, I want the Cannon Barrage to go off once. I just want Cannon Barrage to go off once. It's totally stupid to have Cannon Barrage in this deck. If you're using Cannon Barrage, if you've used Cannon Barrage and it goes off in a big way, you were already winning. You probably were already gonna win the game.
Back. I always do.
No Togwaggles. Are you kidding me? 3 straight games, 3 straight 4-card mulligans. That's a total of 24 cards out of 30, and not once have we seen Togwaggles. All right, thank you. 24 cards out of 15, I should say, because there's 2 Togwaggles, so you split the deck in half, basically. Yeah, that's just been, it's been bad luck for Togwaggle. All right, he's in our hand, and we got Cannon Barrage, so we're all set up to live the dream. You fucking cunts.
Mind if I
Do
roll
it.
knee?
Next turn we'll do Raiding Party with the coin. You know what? I think coin's actually better to keep in my hand for flexibility later when I want to do some crazy stuff. I'm in no real rush unless he starts playing some good shit. Uh-oh. That's scary. And then he's gonna sort it. I'll just use Fan of Knives next turn. Uh-oh. What the? Okay. Well, he doesn't go back into your hand with... Huh? What? What are you doing? I don't get it.
Hey, give me that!
Does he not want to give me card draw? Is that what he's concerned about? Why would he do that? I don't... He just wasted... Okay. I hate that card now. Jesus. This guy's playing weird. Maybe we've both got schemes. Most people I'm playing are probably thinking I'm playing weird. Like, why is he doing that? Why does he not care about that or that? Academic Espionage, Shuffle 10. Oh, that'll dilute our pirates. We don't want that. Sap can buy us time. Backstab can buy us time as well. Depends on which one you want. What kind of a deck does it look like he's running? I think probably because of the deck he's running, Backstab will be more effective. Usually you don't want to put Sap on another rogue, because usually they like replaying their cards because of all the Battlecry abilities.
Hey, give me that!
Okay, we're approaching turn 5. We're 3 away from being able to play Captain Hooktusk, so in the next one of the next 3 turns, or 4 turns, we're going to want to play Raiding Party to get our captains out here. I would say in the next 3 turns. It's an expensive card, and that's why I think putting Preparation into the deck would be better. Preparation is a card that costs 0 that says reduce the cost of your next spell by 2. And it allows you to just be more slippery. Like, you know, wait a minute. What is this guy? He could have done 2 free damage if he played the other card first. All right, this isn't schemes. He may be drunk. I probably want to get rid of that Battle Cry dealing card.
So many options.
I feel like he's gonna get me low on health real quick. I should have used Backstab. Fuck. That's okay, we got Shiv. Yeah, that's okay.
Back to the void.
Here we go.
Ten cards in our hand? Fuck.
Too soon.
We really should have used Backstab. Shit, I just gotta use my coin because I'm afraid that I will draw Captain Hooktusk and it'll burn. It'll burn her. We just gotta burn the card. We're just wasting the coin. Shit. Because otherwise, if the next card we draw is Captain Hooktusk, we lose her to our whole little routine here. That's what I want him to think. All right, I think it's time to shuffle some guys into our deck. So Togwaggle's scheme is, where does it go? Where's, there it is. Okay, 6 copies of South Sea Captain sounds good to me. Wait a minute, we can't do that. Oh shit, this is kind of shitty. I didn't think about this scenario. There are too many cards and I have too many cards in my hand to make this happen. Okay, wait, no, it's okay. Because there's only one of her to draw, so this is okay. I'm gonna fill my hand. Okay. And then, what other cards are in there? I'd rather...
Too
I
soon.
hope you like my invention.
This was an unforeseen problem. Having too much card draw. I have both Shadow Steps, so I'm not too worried now actually, because Shadow Step is one of the cards I most want going forward. I don't think there's many cards in there now that I'm worried about burning. I'm actually quite happy. I've got everything I need here.
Double time.
I think I might end up burning a Lab Recruiter.
My hand is too.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. He doesn't have big, we're against a rogue, so he's not gonna have big minions. All right, here we go. Time to put some South Sea Captains into the deck in preparation for next turn, which is when she's gonna bring out a whole bunch of them. Oh shit, yeah, you motherfuckers.
Past the pirate's cove.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Yeah. Cut me a piece. Yeah.
Incredible. Thank you. Here we go.
I guess I could put some lackeys in my hand for fun.
I'm up to no good.
Oh, that's actually really good.
Too soon.
Alright. So there's 7 of him in there. She can do 2 rounds of getting him out there. I hope in the next couple turns we draw another Togwaggles or maybe Uh-oh. He just gave his weapon some durability and power. He's just gonna bludgeon me to death. Save me, Captain Hook Tusk. He's going to have a weapon that's a 7-4 and 8-5. That's a pretty fun deck. That's a fun combo. It requires a legendary, but you thought your deck was fun, asshole? Even though I'm probably dead soon because of what she's got going on there. But, you know. I don't know. I might... If he can't remove... He's going to have to spend a turn removing the captain, but he can't because ba-bam. So, man, if this card gave them charge, oh, it'd be amazing. But it just gives them rush. And that's why I guess Cannon Barrage plus preparation. See, could be a turn 10 win. See how she costs 6 now? Preparation reduces the cost of a spell by 2. You could, in one turn, play both. So she would be 1 pirate. She brings out 3 more. Cannon Barrage does 3 damage plus 3 for every pirate. So a total of 15 damage on turn 10. Without charge, it doesn't matter. It's just damage, just like shot at the enemy in a big, like, boom, 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 boom. Let's see how many of my pirates can survive. They're all 6/6, which is, you know, that's fun. But I lose next turn. See, I'm dead. But at least I got to. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, see, and then if this lackey, is there any cards that give minions charge? Because this lackey gives rush. If she gave charge, then I could win.
I give up. Well played.
Is there any card? I'm just gonna like search through and see if there's cards that give minions, like cheap cards that give a minion charge. Not for rogue. Well, I'll go to crafting. There are cards with charge. I think. Wait a minute. Why doesn't it's not even showing that warrior is supposed to have the card that says give a minion charge, but it's not showing here either. Even he has one that says give a minion charge. It can't attack heroes this turn, so essentially it gives a minion rush. But I don't know why it's not showing up there. Wow, it's getting hot up here. See if that'll help. Search give? I don't know. It's weird. He's got things like, well, it doesn't matter because it's a moot point. Yeah, it's not showing that card in here. Give a minion rush, doesn't say give a minion charge. The warrior card is uncraftable. Oh, okay. Oh. Well, then why doesn't it just... Oh, it's right there, charge. It's so fun. That card needs to be renamed because it gives a minion rush. It doesn't give him charge. And so I guess Rogue doesn't have anything that could like do that. Does Rogue have any cards that say like your minions have charge from now on, or like charge? Yeah, nothing shows up. Just neutral cards that have charge and too bad. So I would craft Preparation, this card that I keep talking about that would make me be able to do Cannon Barrage in one turn. I could have actually beat him with that. I had Cannon Barrage in my hand. If I had Preparation in addition to, I think I had how many pirates on the board at the end? Like 6? That's a total of, that's 6 times 3 plus 3. That's 21 damage shot at his side in one turn. I would have won. So I think Preparation is the key to the very final, but it costs 400 dust to craft, and I don't have it. I don't have 400 dust. So maybe that's something to save up for now. I think that would make the deck even more fun. Is that worth doing? Like I'm putting a lot of stock in Rogue. And I want to be like an all-around account that can play any character, but it's fun to make a deck that's fun. Maybe I should go over to my other account and play this deck, but that, I don't know, what is fun? I guess Loot Hoarder.
Mind if I roll knee?
So we got Togwaggles right away, guys. That's good. And now we just need a raiding party so that we can draw those 2 captains. Technically only have to craft 1 Preparation because I only need it for 1 turn. I only have 1... Why'd you call me trash? Oh, yeah, you called me trash. Should I take 3 to the face? I mean, health is at a commodity here.
Here we go.
Hey, give me that!
I guess I'll take 3 to the face. It's okay, I figured it was a typo. I knew the Simpsons quote you were doing. Fun is fun, Bart, but we're gonna be late. Truant, they'll cry. Truant! You're right, Millhouse. Fun is fun. What the hell is that card? Rush has +3 while damaged. Oh, okay. Can I damage him somehow? I don't think so. So I have another idea for a deck. I don't know if I want to spoil it. Okay, now I will. Oh shit, there's only guys. Wait a second here. This is important.
First, the pirate's code.
I want you, and you, and you.
You know what I failed to do? I just fucked up, because you're supposed to use raiding party first. So this will be, we'll be playing it out in this is just the way to play the game where everything you draw is the guy. You don't get to do the summoning with her. You're supposed to play raiding party first, dummies. Because now, if I play raiding party, I'm just gonna probably draw 2 of him and not her.
In a turn to get ready.
That's the whole point.
Too soon.
So let's... Fuck. Duh. Oh.
Rush the enemy! Defend Gilneas!
Well, I've never even seen that card before. What the fuck was that? Darius Crowley. Rush. After his attacks and kills a minion. Gain +1. Are you kidding me? Well, that's the end of that match. Alright. It's okay. So actually, you know, I'm not going to be up all night, so let's get down to the things we got to do today. That was too many pirates. Maybe I'll continue to improve upon it in the future. I would love to make Cannon Barrage be a reliable thing to cast with that deck. I think that would be a lot of fun. I had another idea with how to make Cannon Barrage work, and that's using... Let me show you. I was thinking how... Okay, so I crafted a lot of pirates, guys. I dissolved my legendaries. I hope you're not mad. I even dissolved Ysera. That's how much I wanted to make this deck. And then I didn't even need 2 South Sea Captains. I dissolved her to make another South Sea Captain. I didn't even need to. Anyways, it's okay. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, here. This guy, where's this guy? Right here. Dread Corsair. So, he costs 4 to cast, but he costs 0 if you have a weapon with 4 damage, that deals 4 damage. And there is a weapon that Rogue can use that deals 4 damage. And it actually synergizes well with this idea as well. I'll show you the weapon. Right, where is it? It's that pickaxe, this Waggle Pick. And when it dies, it sends a friendly minion back to your hand that costs 2 less, but that doesn't matter. The fact is you equip this, and then you replicate that other guy who costs less for the power of your weapon, so he'll cost 0. So imagine putting this weapon on, then replicating that guy into your deck a whole bunch, and then, I don't know, like drawing a bunch of him somehow, just using card draw, or maybe you could use, sprint. I don't know how to draw him, because, I mean, you could, this idea doesn't use Captain Hooktusk, it just makes him cost 0, so that you keep a bunch of him in your hand throughout the game. You replicate him a bunch, maybe you like return him to your hand, you put him out there, you replicate him, you turn him to your hand, and then when you got Cannon Barrage in hand, and when the time comes, you send out all the guys that you have in your hand of him, like maybe 8 to 7 of them, and then you play Cannon Barrage. And because he costs 0, you can play the 6 casting cost Cannon Barrage. In fact, you don't need this pickaxe, because you could just use any weapon that costs 3, as long as you make him cost 1, because then you could only play 4 of him, and then use Cannon Barrage, which isn't nearly as powerful as 7, because that's 21 damage plus 3. That's 25 damage in one shot. I'm sure that could be tweaked to make that kind of work, maybe. Anyway, it's not just an idea. Things to do today though, and I wanted to do this on show. I have another pack for the upcoming set that releases in how many days? I think it releases in like 10 days. So we better earn this pack. Is the Brawl currently... Oh wait, so the new Brawl is different. It's different from last week. Ragnaros is looking for the strongest deck. Take control of a random deck. If you lose, you'll get a copy of your opponent's deck. How long can your deck survive the burn down? So if I win, do I get that card pack then? I have to go till I win? I think what they're doing is they're going to give me a weak deck to start, and I'm going to be going up to somebody who's got a stronger deck. But when I lose, I get their deck. So it's okay that they have a stronger deck.
Versus Anduin.
You have been.
Oh, well that's not fun. I get to have his... The foe had won 3. I have now won 1. Well, it could have been fun if he wasn't a little cut. Well, that's over. Let's see how it's supposed to play. Now he has my deck. He just took my deck, and now I have his. Free pack. So maybe we'll do an arena run today. I have a lot of gold burning. Wait a minute. Should I do an? Yeah, I should do an arena. Wait a minute. We'll discuss. Okay, this is a Yogg Saron. I love Yogg. Cast a random spell for each spell you cast this game. Targets chose randomly. I like the idea of that. We ran this deck. Remember when I invented? That was one of my first creative decks. Did I call it Casino or did you guys? No, I invented it, and then you guys said this deck already has been invented. It's called Casino, and I was so proud, and then I wasn't because of you. Give a minion +1/+1 for each of your totems. So this looks like it might be a Casino deck. Give all minions in your hand in the deck +1/+1. If you played an elemental last turn, discover an elemental. And then Yogg was played 3 times in one match. Yeah, that was fun. And you were there, and you were there. This doesn't look like a Casino deck, though.
The light protects me.
How did he do that? Because he copied a copy of a card. He took a copy of a card in my hand, or in my deck, right, earlier in the game. Choose a friendly minion, add a golden copy of it to your hand. Well, that's just useless. Whatever this deck is, it's not working very well.
Back to your homes.
So these decks are actually unique. I'm playing with the deck called Battlecry 7082. He's playing with the Silverhand 304. So it's possible these decks are literally being passed around. Like they are actual unique decks.
What to do?
This is a bad deck, though. It seems not to be very great. Like, I'm getting nothing here.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Well, the description said it's a random deck. It doesn't mean it's a randomly generated deck. It said a random deck. They could be from a list of pre-constructed decks. You get a random deck that was created for this thing or something. It doesn't make it very clear. If you played an elemental last turn, discover an elemental. Wow, I'm done. I think this is bad.
Brothers, heed my call.
Well, I'm excited to have his deck. Does anybody know if there's any hidden achievements with this? Like last time, you got like extra achievements if you played like in a certain amount of time or like...
Reporting for duty.
And they didn't make that clear. You had to like just know it from the internet. Like, is there any point for me to keep, now that I got my pack, what's the reward?
Stop the clown here.
I'm a pretty big fan of cards like that no matter what he does after he's been cast, the damage has already been done. You know, like, I love that. He gave all minions in my hand and in my deck +1/+1. Like, that's just great. I love it. Got it, Becky. Alright, I'm just gonna concede. This is... Can someone find out, like, did Blizzard talk about this officially? Did they say the decks are literally, like, auto My deck victory has won once, and that was me winning against that That's what just happened. That fucking... Wait a minute. I won against a priest. I should have been given his... No. Oh, okay. This one has only won once because the priest... So this deck that I'm gonna be given this deck, the foes deck. All right. Oh. 20. Oh, I don't want to do priest today, so I'm gonna see. I just got my next quest, guys. And regenerate it. Win 2 games with any class. That's much better. All right. Let's see what it's like to play with that guy's deck. Yeah, I would love to know if Blizzard said that these decks are like truly random. Were they generated like just with every card available and the computer just like made a random deck? And I'm not talking about the complete my deck feature where it uses an algorithm to make an actual good deck. I think it would be cool if they... Well, they have a name. Silverhand, Swarm. So they're archetypes. So these aren't truly random, because otherwise they wouldn't have archetype names.
The light protects me.
Oh, I worked out back and legs yesterday, and it is punishing me today. Okay, what makes this deck tick? Death Rattle, add 3 silver hand recruits to your hand. Man, I'm getting a lot of messages today. I'm just gonna mute those. Oh wait, I still want sound. There we go.
No more.
So what's that card do over there? You can use your hero power twice a turn. Well, good luck with 3 mana. Two mana, you idiot. You didn't even have 3. Oh, I remember this card. This is old school. Well, I'm not gonna play him because this guy gets better when you play him with an enchantment on him. Old Murkai has a +1 attack for each other Murloc on the battlefield.
I am not a morning person.
So is anybody playing this Brawl and have a deck that just simply doesn't lose? Because eventually you're going to be given one of the strongest decks, right? Because you'll lose to the strongest deck eventually, and that's a good thing. He has charge? Fuck yeah. Old Murkai. So right after this, I'm probably not going to do this too long now that I got my pack. I'm going to move on to... I'm gonna move on to an arena run. Okay, yeah, this is what I wanted to discuss with you guys, though. Should I wait to do arena runs when the new set comes out? Because then I'll be earning the new set packs. Maybe I should wait.
Reporting for duty.
That's a lot of reporting for duty. Because, like, how does it work again with, like, rewards in Arena? Is it a random pack from the standard sets, or is it always the latest set that is rewarded? Maybe I'm supposed to keep all them in my hand. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm just gonna Google. Where's my phone? I don't have my phone. Shit. Yeah, you could try to Google that, Becky. Like, just Google arena rewards. I guess. Unless somebody else in there wants to take over for who knows Hearthstone. Wow, these have been. I'm bored. Am I just getting unlucky? These decks curve horribly. How did this deck win that many times? My foe is only 178. This one's 193. Well, this one sucked today. Each key grants the player a number of prize boxes. Each. Yeah, I guess the range of possible items is what I want to know. Is like, will the packs that are awarded be from the latest set, or will they be from any of the current sets? Maxdom, do you know? I'm just gonna call out people by name who seem to know Hearthstone. Maxdom, Chris is mad, Oliver, Deotis. Do you know? Help Becky. Yeah, what are the reward pools, Becky? According to the Twitch chat, Crazy Curtis, thank you, Melly. I know you don't see this chat, but Arena will award the most recent pack. So that makes me think I should. It's all right, Deotis, I got my answer. And thank you, Crazy Curtis. What a crazy guy. So I probably should save my gold for when the new set comes, because let's go ahead and just like look at the new set. Oh, whoopsies. There we go. Let's look at the new set then. Let's get excited about it, because that's coming. That's something to do. Why isn't the music coming back though? I'm gonna have to do this. There we go. So how do I go see that set? Hearthstone.com. Wow. Good grab, Hearthstone realtors. All right. Play Hearthstone. They have some reveals on YouTube. Let's shop for a house. Yeah. So the cards from the new set. Here we go. Taunt, at the start of your turn, shuffle this minion into your deck. Give a minion plus. So this is fun, seeing the new cards. So it's all like an Egyptian theme. Let's get some music going here. Some royalty-free music that I can compose myself. What are you guys in the mood for? I'll just like grab it. I'll go in, I'll start a new project based on neon lights. Yeah. Sounds really Egyptian, like the new set. DJ fresh in the house now. With you. Start of your turn, shuffle this minion into your deck. Alright. So we're looking at, it doesn't seem that they're sort of arranged in any particular order. Just gonna turn this down a bit. Cool, ominous. Pharaoh Cat. That's a cute kitty. So that's a rogue card. Add a random reborn minion. What the hell is reborn? Resurrects with 1 health the first time it dies. Oh, is that going to be a theme for this set then? It's a 1/2 for 1 that is reborn. I guess you could compare this to like, you know, like the kangaroo, the mecharoo, except it has 2 health. And it's a random, oh, and it says Battlecry, add a random reborn minion to your hand. Oh, okay, so it doesn't have reborn, it adds a random one to your hand. So it's like card draw, kind of, a 1/2. Tomb Warden, taunt, Battlecry, summon a copy of this minion. Holy shit, 2/3/6 taunts for 8. A 3/6 taunt typically costs like 5 mana, and you're getting 2 for 8, so that's pretty good value built into 1 card. Embalming Ritual, give a minion reborn. So you can give any minion reborn, which I guess, when it's reborn, is it technically summoned? It resurrects. I guess it doesn't count as being summoned then, so you can't like synergize that with Battlecry. Or with or with cards that say Battlecry triggers with playing, summon triggers things like Knife Thrower. So it might not trigger like Knife Juggler. Reborn guys. Give a minion +4/+4, Divine Shield and Taunt. Well, that's quite the, geez. You add this on Blessing of Kings, it's about to get like Blessing Paladin is going to become an archetype, I think. Look at the abs on this cat lion. What do you think, furries? Conjured Mirage, taunt. At the start of your turn, shuffle this minion into your deck. So it's a 3/10 that you pay 4 to put out there, and then you lose it after 1 turn. How is that good? It's a 3/10 for 4, which I guess is good. I guess you could silence it, but then it loses taunt. That, I'm sure there's something to make that good. But Dark Pharaoh Khan is a legendary here, down here on the right. Battlecry, for the rest of the game, your lackeys are 4/4. Oh, fun! Oh, I love lackeys. Oh, that's fun. Huh. Oh, that's a good legendary. That only costs 5. I like legendaries that are cheap, because they're gonna be legendaries that you actually get to use. expensive legendaries rarely get used unless you really build a strategy around them. Into drawing them like I did for my captain. Lifesteal 2/2. That's just simple little guy. Nothing special really there. Mortuary machine. After your opponent plays a minion, give it reborn. Oh, so that's a downside. So you get a upside. You get an 8/8 mech for 5 mana. Downside. Your opponent knows that the next minion he plays is gonna get reborn, and he can choose which one he wants, which is a pretty big downside. On the other hand, 8/8 for 5, and it's a mech. This one over here, Bone Wraith. Taunt and Reborn. A 2/5 for 4 that comes back as a 2/1 with Taunt. That's medium value, I think. I'm not a good judge of value though. Like, I mean, 2/5. Let's compare him to Tazdingo. He's a 3/5 with Taunt. So this card loses 1 power for the ability to come back as a 2/1 with Taunt. I guess that's alright. Oh yeah, Kulnar just said for the rest of the game. So this thing doesn't even need to be out there. Your lackeys are simply a 4/4 from now on once you play this card. That is, yeah, I fucking want that card. Shadow of Death. Choose a minion. Shuffle 3 shadows into your deck that summon a copy when drawn. Sorry, I'll bring this up. Shadow of Death. Choose a minion. Shuffle 3 shadows into your deck that summon a copy when drawn. So as soon as they're drawn, you get that. So you choose any minion, your opponent's or your own. So I could actually use that in my pirate deck, because I could play that on one of the captains, and when I draw him, a shadow goes out in his place, and I still get the captain in my hand. The captain, the 3/3 captain. And that'll really be too many captains. Desert Spear. This is a... Wait, whose weapon is this? Is this rogue weapon? Wait, it'll say here. Hunter. Desert Spear. After your hero attacks, summon a 1/1 Locust with Rush. If the Locust is a beast, it might be good. Here's the related card, Locust. Yeah, that's the thing with Hearthstone. They didn't just have to make all these cards, they had to make all the associated cards that aren't even actually cards, but they're like generated like the tokens. Locust. It is a beast. Live Wire Lance. After your hero attacks, add a lackey to your hand. Oh, that's awesome. Shit. Of course it's epic. Micro Mummy. A Paladin epic. Mech. Reborn. At the end of your turn, give another random friendly minion +1 attack. He's kind of like that priestess that gives +1 attack, but he comes back after dying once. What a cutie. Overflow. Restore 5 health to all characters, draw 5 cards. To all characters, including your opponent, including all his minions and your minions, and you draw 5 cards. I'm not a huge fan of cards that just simply, like, across the board, just delay the game. But I know that there's strategy built around that. I'm not a fan. Anubisath Defender. Taunt. Costs 0 if you cast a spell that costs 5 or more this turn. So if you cast, there's lots of spells for Druid that cost 5 or more. Taunt costs 0. Okay. I would never see myself crafting that card as an epic, but Plague of Flames for Warlock. Destroy all your minions for each one. Destroy a random enemy minion. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's kind of like, you know, eye for an eye. Yeah, that's really cheap, is I guess what the key there is. Plague of Flames is very cheap, even compared to Shadow Flame that costs, I think, 2. You sacrifice one of your minions, not all of your minions, and it deals its the power of that minion to all the enemy minions. Whereas this only costs one, and it destroys no matter what. It doesn't do damage, it just destroys. Yeah, fill your side with lackeys and then wreck their game up. Yeah. Hack the system. One cost legendary spell. Quest. Attack. Oh, it's a quest. Attack 5 times with your hero. That's all you have to do for the quest. And remember, quests, I know that quests start in your opening hand, no matter what. So you're guaranteed to have this card opening hand. Reward. Anrafet's Core. And then Anrafet's Core replaces your hero ability. Your hero power becomes summon a 4/3 golem after your hero attacks. Refresh this. Are you fucking kidding me? Holy God. So quests are back. How do you guys feel about that? Because I never played Constructed, but I do remember people being really pissed off about quests. And Quest Rogue? Didn't people hate Quest Rogue? Sunstruck Henchman. At the start of your turn, this has a 50% chance to fall asleep. Alright. So what does that mean? Does it become, it must, there's evil here, and that does sleep. So I guess it gets summoning sickness. It gives itself summoning sickness 50% chance every turn. That's a pretty big downside. I guess if you're a priest and you silence it or something like that. I mean, anybody could silence it with the right card. Plague of Wrath. It's a warrior card. Plague of Wrath. Destroy all damaged minions. Yeah, you combine that with Whirling Blades, and then there was that other Echo that does 1 damage to all minions. And that's not, yeah, that's everybody's. So that's, thanks, I hate it. Isn't that a meme? Colossus of the Moon, 10 casting cost, 10/10. This is a real Timmy card. Divine Shield, and it has Reborn, so it'll come back as a 10/1 with Divine Shield. That's a Timmy card right there. You'd have to build an entire thing around that to be viable. I don't see that being viable in much competitive play, but who cares about that? Grand Mummy. Are you fucking kidding me? Grand Mummy. A Grand Mummy's love is eternal. Reborn. Death Rattle. Give a random friendly minion +1/+1. It's rare. I'm surprised that's rare. That doesn't seem right for that to be rare. This feels like sort of a must-have card if you're trying to build a certain archetype. That's just great. Generous Mummy. Whoa, hot. Reborn. Your opponent's cards cost 1 less. Shit. So it's a 5/4 for 3 that gets reborn as a 5/1. But suddenly you're, oh shit. So this thing does jiggle, and it has problems when it jiggles. All right. I don't know about these downsides. High Priest Emmet. Whenever you summon a minion, set its health equal to this minion's. Oh, that's pretty fucked up. Holy shit, you could, oh, wow. Yeah, but it has to be out, so it has to survive all that. So 1 hex could destroy the whole strategy. This is worse than usual today. Maybe it has something to do with the charging again. Might. Feels like it might. All right. You could double the health of that thing and really, but at least with the other stuff, it's permanent. That comes out while it was out. Stealth and Reborn 4/2. So it is Reborn with Stealth, which makes this a very effective card. What? So it's one more mana than the Panther that is 4/2 Stealth. But this one gets Stealth again after it dies. Does Stealth have to be triggered? Can it be triggered anytime? Like even when... I guess even when you attack on your turn and it dies, and when your opponent kills it on his turn? It's not like Overkill, is it? Where it has to be your on attacking only? It's supposed to be when the battery's full. I don't know. Pressure Plate. Oh, cool. This is a new Hunter Trap. Pressure Plate. Secret. After your opponent casts a spell, destroy a random enemy minion. Haha. That's pretty punishing. And it's harder for them to play around. It's not like Snipe. It's not like Snipe where the opponent can think that you might have Snipe and make sure that they play a shitty minion. This one's completely random. So once that's on the board, they have to deal with the repercussions, basically. That's good flavor. Frightened Flunky. Oh my god. So the art there looks like he's supposed to look like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. 2/2 Taunt. Battlecry. Discover a taunt minion. Okay, so how does he have? Why does he have taunt? I can understand why he summons flavor-wise, why he summons a taunt minion, but why does he himself have taunt? Wasn't there another card that was pretty much just like that for Warrior already? Infested Goblin. Taunt, 2/3, cast 3. Death Rattle, add 2 1/1 scarabs with taunt to your hand. That's pretty good value. For sure. It says, trust us, don't go cheap on the scarab repellent. And Anubiseth Warbringer, Death Rattle, give all minions in your hand +3/+3. Holy shit. And it's a common. Some dogs will bring you a bone or a squeaky toy. This one brings war. Jesus, guys. Kind of phoning it in. Into the Fray. Taunt. Well, he costs 9 though, eh? Into the Fray. You are in my fray. Is that a meme or something? Like that I don't understand? Into the Fray. Give all taunt minions in your hand +2/+2. So they're really pushing Taunt Warrior again, and that only costs 1 to cast. Neferset, Ritualist. Battlecry, restore adjacent minions' health to full health. Oh. I guess for Priest maybe, or I don't know. The Neferset are great. They always make sure their friends are feeling fine. Feline fine. They make sure their friends are feline fine. I like that one. That's a good one. Yes, these are the new cards, guys. Let me switch up the music. There we go. Diseased Vulture. He's off the twig. He's kicked the bucket. This is an ex-vulture. Diseased Vulture, 3/5, cost 4 to cast. After your hero takes damage on your turn, summon a random 3-cost minion. Holy shit. Yeah, that's like you gotta get that thing off the board type of card. I don't know that Warlock had a card like that yet. Mogu Cultist. Battlecry, if your board is full of Mogu Cultists, sacrifice them all and summon Highkeeper Ra. Related cards, Highkeeper Ra. Oh my god. Highkeeper Ra, he's a massive giant. He's a 20/20, 10 to cast, but you get him for free if your board is full of Mogu Cultists. You have to sacrifice all those Mogu Cultists, though. At the end of your turn, deal 20 damage to all enemies. Okay, but you get free 20 damage when that happens. This is a real Timmy card. It's also kind of a Johnny card. It might end up even being viable in competitive play. How do you create 10 Mogu cultists, though? Yes, you can max them. This is a neutral card. You can play him in another way. You shadow step him back into your hand. You bounce him back into your hand, or your opponent, for whatever reason, sends him back into your hand. Or you shuffle copies of him into your deck, and then you draw him, and then you cast him. What you talking about? I wonder how you make more Mogu cultists, though. I mean, there's lots of ways to copy minions. I just demonstrated that today, but how would one do it reliably and fill your entire board? Well, yeah, you do the combo first, obviously. But once you've done that, you can cast them if you bounce them. Does summon bring the card to the board or hand? It goes to the board. It sacrifices all the cultists, and he replaces them on the board. You can attack with them first, too. And since there will be 7 of them, potentially you could kill a guy in 1 turn with 7 minions. 27 health. Tortolan Pilgrim, mage creature. Battlecry, discover a copy of a spell in your deck and cast it with random targets. For 8? Random? So a fireball and you lose the spell out of your deck? So you lose that fireball and it kills a 1/1? And you spent 8 mana on a 3/3? Maybe if you didn't include fireballs and you only built your deck around a certain strategy, like maybe that card that duplicates right now, like destroys a creature and puts 2 in its place of the same copy. Oh, it's a copy. Okay, so you don't lose it in your deck, but still. Hooked Scimitar. This is a rogue weapon. All the weapons look the same. How am I supposed to know that it's rogue or not unless I read on the side here? I didn't know that the weapons had the same border. Combo game +2 attack if you combo it out. Oh, that's a pretty good weapon right there. And it's common, so this could be, yeah, that's pretty good. Rogue doesn't have a lot of weapons that have a high damage for that cheap. Whirl Kick Master. Cook a combo. Whenever you play a combo card, add a random combo card to your hand. That's fun. Combos are fun. The black border around the text. Oh, it's very faint. Holy shit. There's a blue border here, which means this is what? Shaman's weapon. Splitting Axe. A 3/2 axe that has a battle cry. Summon copies of your totems for 4. I guess. Totem. Yeah, okay. You're gumming up the board. The Ancient Shaman Chant. Control X. Control V. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Control. Copy and paste. Wow, that's pretty good. Control X, Control V. The idea is it's cut and paste, and this axe makes a copy of all your totems. The Ancient Shaman Chant. Control X, Control V. That's pretty good. They put some effort into that. Cloud Prince. A 5 casting cost. 4/4. Battlecry. If you control a secret, deal 3 damage. 6 damage. And you get to choose where it goes. So you get a free fireball. That turn only. That you play him. If you control a secret. In West Cloud... Cloud Prince is his name, and his flavor text is, in West Cloud Delphia, born and raised, flinging lightning for the rest of my days. Stop laughing. Arcane Flak Mage. Did Becky go to sleep? I think she's gone. Oh, she's not asleep, she said. Arcane Flak Mage. After you play a secret, deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. 3/2 for 2. Oh, that's a pretty... That's an essential rare if you're going to build a secret deck with the mage. Anka the Buried. Oh, what was the flavor text on that last one, I guess? Arcane Flak Mage. Ancient Pandaren proverb. He who is without secrets lacks flak. I don't know the original proverb to know. Yeah, the localization on these must be difficult. Anka the Buried, legendary creature, 5/5 for 5, battlecry. Change each Death Rattle minion in your hand to a 1/1 that costs 1. I guess with the right Death Rattle cards, that could be really good. You look familiar. Were you at my first funeral? 'Cause he keeps coming back. Tip the Scales, an epic card for Paladin. Summon 7 Murlocs from your deck. Oops, it happened again. I gotta get a new dongle. This thing sucks. It's this. It's right here where the... Oh, look, it's actually loose. I might have fixed it there. No, apparently. Yeah, I gotta buy a new dongle. This is not good. Wake up. I'm looking at you. There. I have to replug it to get the music back. So this is called Tip the Scales. 8 casting costs. Summon 7 Murlocs from your deck. I love Murlocs. I want to make a good Murloc deck eventually. Hold on. I need to get some Murlocs to weigh in on this. Tip the Scales. Oh, fuck. We got Fish Flinger, a Murloc. He's a 2 casting cost, 3/2. Standard body. Battlecry. Add a random Murloc to each player's hand. Oh, so you're forcing your opponent to have Murlocs. That's a great card. I like it. You get a free Murloc, and if your opponent's not playing a Murloc deck, you know. I wonder if both players get the same Murloc. Obviously it's a random Murloc, but do both get a random one of the same? A copy of one random type? Or do they both get individual random ones? Bloodthorn Mercenary. Oh, what was the Fish Flinger flavor? The scent of fish lingers on the Fish Flinger's fish fingers. That's pretty good. I like that. Warrior card, Bloodsworn Mercenary. Battlecry, choose a damage-friendly minion, summon a copy of it. Alright, epic, so they clearly think it's gonna be like a big strategy, like, type of... You look really hurt. You could use a friend. Hunter's Pack. 3 casting cost. Add a random hunter beast... Add a random hunter beast, secret, and weapon to your hand. So there's some card draw for the hunter. He doesn't have a lot. He has a lot of cards that generate him cards based on like dying or whatever, but like that's a full-blown, you know, that's pretty good for him. Rift Cleaver. Oh, and the Hunter's Pack flavor is, oh look, it's a trap. Fuck. Rift Cleaver, 7/5. Destroy a minion. Your hero takes damage equal to its health. Oh. As usual, the Warlock just ripping his own face up. Rift Cleaver, bring you face to face with your destructive impulses. Brings you face to, okay. Evil Recruiter, 3/3, cost 3. Battlecry, destroy a friendly lackey to summon a 5/5 demon. Yeah, I'm liking the idea of a lackey deck for Warlock here. I'm starting to think the lackeys aren't evil, just taken advantage of. Yeah. Desert Obelisk. The Obelisk of the Stars can hide an entire land from prying eyes or zap a rando. Oh, I should read what the card does. 0/5. It's an epic. If you control 3 of these at the end of your turn, deal 5 damage to a random enemy. that's not a huge reward for a lot of work. How are you gonna get 3 of these? Oh, so 15 damage total because they all like work together? Oh, okay. I guess that's pretty powerful, but like that's gonna be a lot of work. I guess you could use like the faceless replicator guy or whatever. Bazaar Mugger. Rush, 3/5. Cost 5. Battlecry. Add a random minion from another class to your hand. Oh, that's pretty good. And it's a rogue premium muggings at a discount price. Scarlet Web Reaver. It's a 5/5, cost 6. Reduce the cost of a random beast in your hand by 5. Isn't that nice? The spider made the explorer sleeping bag. Wild Blood Stinger. Battlecry. Summon a minion from your opponent's hand. Attack it. Oh, cool. That's good flavor. I guess it enrages. Okay. A 6/9 for 6. This is a pretty powerful card. Tame Blood... It's not poisonous or anything, though, but... So it's giving them a free summon, but that summon has to fight a 6/9 right away. You might end up killing something they really didn't want you to have. You're yanking something out of their hand. Like, that can disrupt some strategies. That can be a real piss-off. Tame Blood Stingers would politely invite your minion to tea. Hidden Oasis. Costs 6 to cast. Choose one. Summon a 6/6 ancient with taunt or restore 12 health. Alright. Could be used for a lot of things. Murmy. It's a Murloc mummy. It's 1 casting cost, 1/1. Unlike other mummies, they rolled him up with rice, sliced cucumbers, and soy sauce on the side. Because people eat Murloc? What was that hidden oasis thing up here? How are you going to make that funny? Amazing that it's been hidden given the 20-foot tree splashing around it. Okay, making mummies. Here's the Paladin's quest. Play 5 reborn minions. Reward, Emperor Wasps. So that will probably be a hero power replacement as well. Hero power, summon a 2/2 copy of a friendly minion. So you're really gonna be and it's got the Murmy on it. And it's got, I forget this guy's name, but cute. And it says, I do say, this gives me the vapors every single time. Expired Merchant. 2/1, cost 2 to cast. Discard your highest cost card. Death Rattle. Add 2 copies of it to your hand. Oh, so you get your... It's kind of like card draw a little bit if it doesn't get silenced. The best buy date is more like a guideline. And if it gets returned to your hand, it probably also gets rid of whatever it copied. Sir Finley of the Sands. So he's been... These characters have been around as flavor for a long time, but they haven't been... He hasn't been a card yet, this guy. Or was he just called Sir Finley of something else or something? Is this a different version of him? Sir Finley. Battlecry. If your deck has no duplicates, discover an upgraded hero power. Oh, that's kind of cool. What's the upgraded hero power, though? Oh, you get to discover it. So could it be any one of the quest ones, maybe? Battlecry. Okay, so... Or maybe it's just generated based on 3 set ones that they decide on. The sands shall be my sea, and this scarab shall be my strange and wriggly boat. Elise the Enlightened. From the cartographer to combatant, Elise has taken the road less traveled. So she's a druid, because no one else could find it on a map. Battlecry, if your deck has no duplicates, duplicate your hand. So it's interesting, these legendary cards are rewarding you for having variety in your deck. No copies of any given card. Dino Tamer Brawn. So he's a hunter. Battlecry, if your deck has no duplicates, summon King Crush. That's a good reward. He's a 2/4 for 7. Braun's new dino teaming hobby is going well. His pet can already make him sit, stand, and roll over. Reno the Relicologist. So he's a mage. I didn't think he'd be a mage. Battlecry, if your deck has no duplicates, deal 10 damage randomly split among all enemies. That's pretty powerful for 6 mana, and then he's a 4/6. All his life, Reno Jackson was only a Gatling wand. He's got a Gatling wand. A Gatling wand away from being the greatest and most terrifying mage who ever existed. People don't like these legendaries. Rewards are too low. I think some of these are pretty good. I think these are 10 damage, randomly split among all enemies for 6 mana, and you get a 4/6 body? Sounds pretty good to me. Armagedillo? He's a warrior card. Taunt. At the end of your turn, give all taunt minions in your hand +2/+2. Oh shit, and that's every turn. We may never know what provoked it, but we will never forget the consequences. Armageddon? Oh, like yeah. I have to buy a new one. This is not a good dongle. Plague of Murlocs, and it sounds like the music's gone again. Fuck. Plague of Murlocs. So there's a card here for Shaman. Transform all minions into random Murlocs. Beautiful. I want that card, and I want an amazing Murloc deck. I fucking love. And what does it say? This is horrible and adorable. That's great, and it only costs 3. That's objectively better than any board clearing card that you can name. There's no better card. There's nothing. Psychopomp, priest card. Come with me if you want to relive. It's a 3/1. It says summon a random friendly minion that died this game, give it reborn. Wow, so not only do you bring back a minion that died this game, it gets reborn too. Alright, over here, Plague of Madness. Each player equips a 2/2 knife with poisonous. Holy shit. Both players. I guess if you've got a Swamp Ooze in your hand, this could be okay to play. Or if you've just got a lot of lackeys and little creatures that don't care if they, like, it's countering larger creatures, right, this card. Each player equips a 2/2 knife. Okay, don't bring a candle to a knife fight. Kobolds. Salhet's Pride. He's a lion, he's a beast for a paladin. Death Rattle. Draw 2/1 health minions from your deck. So he's card draw, and he's, deck mining. I always like weeding out cards from the deck, thinning it out. Pride cometh before them all. Sandwasp Queen. Battlecry. Add 2/1 Sandwasp to your hand. It's a 3/1 for 2, and you get 2/1. And how much do those cost? Sandwasps. 1? Holy shit. That's nice. Beasts. Paladin doesn't usually get a lot of beasts. What the fuck? Bees. Oh no, I just got reminded of Sarah from Dragon Age. Now I miss her. Choose a minion, summon 4 1/1 beads, then attack it. Right before seize. Bees, right before seize. It's terrible. Brazen Zealot. Whenever you summon a minion, gain +1 attack. It's a rare, a 2/1 rare. Some paladins really light it up. A lot of these essential cards are rare. Weaponized Wasp. Battlecry. If you control a lackey, deal 3 damage. Dr. Boom had one simple quest. Wasps with flippin' laser beams attached to their heads. Cool. Raid the Sky Temple. So a quest for the mage. Cast 10 spells. Reward, Ascendant Scroll. Ascendant Scroll. Add a random mage spell to your hand. It costs 2 less. Holy god. These quests have major rewards. Imp Balming. Destroy a minion. Shuffle 3 worthless imps into your deck. What are worthless imps like? Oh, they're just worth. That one. 1/1. With your complexion, Imp Balm is a great demonizer. Oh my god. Raid the Sky Temple says, why can't I hold all these scrolls? It feels like a reference to something, but I can't think of it. Earthquake. Holy shit. Earthquake is a classic Magic the Gathering card. I'm interested to see how the flavor plays out in Hearthstone. In Magic, all it was pay 1 red mana and X as many mana that you want in addition to that, and for X, deal that much damage to every creature. So you pay like a total of 8 mana and deal 7 damage to everything. This, 7 mana, deal 5 damage to all minions, then deal 2 damage to all minions. Holy fuck, that's gonna shut down some token decks. There you go right there. Shaman will be the anti-token deck maker. Because token decks right now, and I played a couple, I've played with a couple and against a lot, they gum up the board by giving cards like Shaman, Murloc Shaman, can give all his minions, when this dies, summon a 1/1 Murloc. And the Druid can give all his, when this dies, summon a 2/2 Treant. But this, like, is gonna kill everything, including like that scroll guy who summons 4 1/1 scrolls. The key here is it says, and then, so it does 2 rounds of damage, killing all the shit that like has like, it's also gonna like be anti-reborn. That's huge. Shake it, shake it, shake it like a Kalimdor Fisher. I guess Kalimdor is a, alright, I get what they're doing. Corrupt the Waters. The stock image of a man trying and failing to hold a bunch of limes. So it's all memes that they're doing here? Of course. Corrupt the Waters. Quest, play 6 Battlecry cards. Reward, Heart of Virnal. Heart of Virnal says, hero power, your battle cries trigger twice, so it's a passive. Oh no, it must be activated. Oh wait, okay, so wait a minute. Is this saying pay 2 mana and for the rest of this turn, creatures with battle cry trigger twice? Or is it saying pay 2 mana and everything that's on the board that has Battlecry triggers twice? The first? It's interesting that it's the first, because there's lots of cards that trigger Death Rattle and trigger Battlecries that are already on the board. But this doesn't specify that. Also, it says, it's called Corrupt the Waters, and it says this is why Hagatha is banned from public pools. So we're coming to the end of the so far revealed cards. We'll have to do another round of this on the next time. That looks like they focused on the rare, epic, and legendary cards, and we'll be seeing some more of the commons in the future. Jar Dealer. This is a common. 1/1 for 1. Add a random 1-cost minion to your hand. Death Rattle. What's in the jar? It could be anyone. They missed an opportunity to make a 7 reference there. 7. What's in the box? What's in the jar? Untapped Potential. This is the quest for Druid. End 4 turns with any unspent mana. So it's going to reward you for leaving one open, a crystal open for 4 turns total. Reward, Osirian Tear. Passive hero. It's a passive. This is the first one that is rewarded as passive. Your choose 1 cards have both effects combined. Okay, that could be really powerful, and holy god. I guess I'll be buying this soon. Sorry for that trouble, guys. Evil Totem. At the end of your turn, add a lackey to your hand. Alright. And it costs less. It has 1 less health than the Flow Totem. What is the name of the one that's like, it's an 0/3 for 3 and gives you a card, draws a card at the end of every turn, whereas this doesn't draw cards, it just gives you lackeys for free. Not card draw, card generation. A lot of people blame the parents when the totem goes bad. Yeah. Puzzle box Yogg Saron. Oh. Cast 10 random spells. Targets. So Yogg Saron's out of standard. He was a crazy ass fucking card that they even nerfed because they thought, I don't know why they nerfed him. I don't know if he was too powerful. I think that he was only used in fun decks, but now you've got like sort of a throwback. It costs 10 to cast, and you don't have to worry about having cast a bunch of spells that game. It's just going to give you 10 random ones. That'll be fun. Put the box down, Reno. Oh, Reno's the hero in this. Plague of Death. Silence and destroy all minions. Alright, so Priest and Shaman are the 2 answers to token decks. And Reborn decks. Don't worry, there's a happy little funhouse right under that sand pit. Yeah, look at these poor little guys. That's sad. I don't like that. That's evil. Restless Mummy. Common, Rush, Reborn. Oh, what? That's a pretty fucking good card. Yeah, I mean, 1 more. Costs 1 more to cast than, say, you know, what's his name? The 3/1 that costs 3 in the basic set. But you get 2 for the price of 1. It's not Charge, it's Rush, but Life Separation Anxiety Syndrome, Restless Mummy. Poor guy. Questing Explorer. If you control a quest, draw a card. So this is a card that's is just going to be, so not only do you have to craft these legendary quests, you're going to have to craft a couple of these rares too, because I feel like this is going to be, this guy has to be in every deck, right? Like it has to be in every deck that has a quest, because it's a 2/3 body with free card draw. It gets the card that you spent on the quest back. I think that's pretty essential. Supreme Archaeology quest for the Warlock. Draw 20 cards. Reward, Tomb of Origination. This seems like one of the more difficult quests to do. Tomb of Origination, hero power. Draw a card, it costs 0. Okay, that's a pretty big reward, I suppose, with the right deck built around it. That seems like, out of all the quests I've seen so far, that's the one hero power I think seems like you're gonna have to really make sure you build a deck like that's gonna benefit. It's a little more specific, I think. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching. I think that's time to wrap it up. I'm getting a little tired. I was glad to show you my pirate deck. I thought that was a lot of fun to show that to you. I'm gonna, you know, my love and appreciation of Hearthstone has really been reinvigorated. I'm gonna pass on watching the trailer. Maybe I'll watch it like right before like the set releases or something. I'll surely be doing some shows closer to. I guess what I've decided, I thought I'd do an arena run today, but I guess what I've decided is that I'm gonna hoard this gold.
There's lots of scoundrels in here tonight.
I'm gonna hoard this gold so that I can do arena runs when the new set comes out. I didn't even win 2 games. I'll have to do this on my own, but I'll keep hoarding my gold. By the time the new set comes out, if I get today's 2 quests that I have here. By the way, I'm gonna have to challenge a friend on show eventually to get me 80 gold. I got one of these really expensive quests, 80 gold. So 130 gold. That means I have 650 once I'm done these 2. 650, and then the quest or the set comes out in about how many days? I think it was on the 7th. So 8 days. So 400. So I'll have about 1,050 gold by the time the new set comes out, which means we'll be able to do about 7 arena runs at least, and that's assuming we don't do very good. 7 arena runs. Should I do arena runs, or should I just go ahead and buy 10 packs and forego the arena when the new set comes out? Or should I just, maybe I should open packs till I get a legendary, because in the first 10 packs I'm guaranteed a legendary. I'll think about that. Because I do like doing arena runs, but on the other hand, if the new set comes out, I mean, there's no reason to get, what? Wow. Wow. This is finicky as fuck. I didn't even know a digital signal could do that type of thing. That looks like, it feels like we're back in time, like with rabbit ear antennas. So what was I saying? There's no reason to get impatient, I guess. Like, maybe I should just do the arena, because the new cards will be in the arena, and that'll be fun to play with all the new cards, and who knows, maybe I'll end up winning a whole bunch. Well, you have 3 packs to open, you have 7 arena runs with 7 packs awarded. Minimum 7 packs. Who knows, maybe I'd end up winning. Usually arena, when a new set is released, I found in the past, whenever a new set is released, arena was easier for a while, because I found that there was a lot of new or like less experienced, or like it's just a lot of like players come back, less experienced players, so I felt like the arena would suddenly be flooded with. In my experience, I was able to win a lot more when the new set was released. And people are still figuring out the cards, so, you know what? No, that decides it. Because the websites that help you build the fucking arena decks won't be up and running yet. And you get a free arena run, maybe. And yeah, all of those websites that help you build your deck, they won't be running yet. They won't have updated yet with the cards, I hope, maybe. So yeah, it gives me a lot of advantages that way, because I don't use those websites and other people do. For card value, I have to determine my own card value with what I got up here, which is never pretty. A lot of second guessing, a lot of self-doubt, loathing. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. It was fun. Tiny little show. Technology. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Pay triple for the Apple one, I guess. All right, guys. See you later. Goodbye. Alright guys, I'm headed to bed. Thanks for watching, and I guess I'm living up to my promise to try to stream more when I'm in the mood. Just happened to be that my mood struck at midnight. I didn't try to do the show at midnight today. I was just tinkering with my decks off show, and I got a second wind. I didn't feel so tired, and I decided to come and do this. So I did a show. there is a lot of Blizzard coming on the show coming up, I guess, because, you know, we got the beta season coming soon, the role queue season of Overwatch, which I'm probably going to play a lot of on show. I want to role queue up as Torb and see how I'm treated by my teammates. And then the new set coming out, obviously, so lots of stuff to do with Blizzard, lots of lonesomes, I suppose. Alright guys, have a good one.